All right, welcome to Earth Science. Let's try Conduction Part II. This is actually my second try. This time I'm even going to plug my little stupid headphones in. See if that works better with audio. All right, so same basic setup, only the goal now is that we added insulation. That's why it says up here with insulation, with the goal of making the transfer of energy more efficient from the hot cup to the cold cup, because we should have less radiating out into the atmosphere. So I've got this all pro setup here, very professional, with some spongy junk taped to the bar and barely holding on, but we'll hope it works. And if less energy radiates out, then we should have like more of the heat energy going from hot cup to cold cup, so that transfer should be a little bit more efficient. And these numbers down here, like behind my head, should be closer. So let's do it. I'll point you down so you can see the setup, though it really will be like no surprise now. We're going to put some very cold water in. Looks good. And right off the boil, we got some hot water. Looks good. Stick these guys in here and we'll see. I'll give them a second to like balance out. And then we'll start our timer and we're off and running. Hopefully for the last, I don't know if we have other labs where we'll be just like running numbers like this like crazy. This is probably it. So thanks. I know doing 5 of these is kind of a doozy, but this section of class, that's the deal. Good job fighting through it all. All right, so I'll start the timer here in a sec. Let's go that our cold is at, looks like 3. And our warm is at 96. So we'll do this one last time. I'll get you started. 96 degrees Celsius. 3 degrees Celsius. I suppose ideally we would like write that in this box. Maybe with a smaller rating than that. I'm not really going to get too torn up about it, though. This way you don't have to do it. Some people did do it on every number, which I know can be tedious. Some people didn't do it. Usually, like, I'm crazy about hammering labels on everybody, but this is such a weird year. What are you going to do? Timer's going. I'll get us back at 5 minutes. You guys know the deal by now. All right, we'll see you in a few. We going? Sorry, ran late. We're a couple seconds over. That's okay. I've got 10 on the colds and 89 on the hot. So that's the 5 minutes. 10 on the cold, 89 on the hot. Try not to scramble next time. We'll see you in a few. All right, since your Earth Science teacher is scatterbrained, we're going to do an 11-minute reading. Oh, we skipped the 10. Won't really make a difference at the end of the day. At 11 minutes, you're at 82 for your warm and 14 for your cold. So at 11 minutes, those are your numbers. We'll just get the 10 and just be in the 11, and we'll graph it like that. No big deal. I'll try to pay closer attention now. All right, I did it again. I shouldn't be trying to do 2 things at once. So we're going to do a 16-minute reading. Again, at the end of the day, as long as you put it in the right box, you're going to be just fine. So at 16 minutes, we are at 77 on hot and 11 on cold. Again, that was the 16-minute reading. All right, we're back 20 minutes. At 20 minutes, we are at 74 degrees. I keep pointing up here. You probably want to see the cups. 74 degrees at 20 minutes on hot and 18 on cold. 74 and 18 at 20 minutes. I'll be back. All right, once again, doing two things at once. So we're going to go right to 26 minutes. At 26 minutes, we are at 69 degrees C for the hot and 19 degrees C for the colds. All right, one to go. We'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, I'm coming back to this one early so we don't miss the last reading. Thanks for your flexibility. I'm doing this on the Tuesday before break with the 7th period class, so watching you guys hopefully finish up absorption and radiation, and we're getting ready for conduction here. A couple of minutes to go, but what I'll throw out there before the thing goes off for 30 minutes is that the graph setup should be exactly the same. The same axis over here for temperature that you did up above, and the same as you've done on all these labs, 30 minutes for 30 boxes on the bottom. See the previous video if you forget how to do this axis. But you want to, because you got to go all the way from 0 to 100, so each box is worth 2.5, if you remember. And I know I wrote down the morning numbers, but I think we are more efficient on this one. So the goal, again, is that since this is now insulated, we're losing less energy out of the system. More energy is capable of going from the hot cup into the cold cup. So when you figure out, okay, the hot cup went from this to this, we lost that many degrees. The cold cup went from this to this, we gained that many degrees. Hopefully there's less of a difference in this lab. And that's what you have to explain in the conclusion. We'll or maybe not, maybe it didn't work. And you could say, oh, maybe this got wet, or maybe Mr. F is not good at taping up foam. Who knows? You can tell me a reason why it's not efficient. All right, hot cup at 30 minutes to wrap up this experiment is at 66. Cold cup is at 21. 66 and 21. That's what's going to go over here in the 30-minute box. I'm going to write it down quick. And again, this is a doozy of a section of labs. Thanks for fighting through all of it. You guys did great. And we'll move on to applying some of this stuff now. All right, take care.